Hello, this is Animus with VA Games, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Today we're going to be doing the Marble Garden Zone, and since we got Supersonic in Hydrocity, the rest of the playthrough will probably be pretty quick. I am going to use Supersonic pretty extensively, and this stage is extremely fun to play. It's very satisfying for many reasons. First of all, there are a lot of rings in the stage. Especially those big rings. If you did not get Supersonic by this point in this game, you will easily be able to get him here. I think there are just about I think there are just about 7 bonus rings to collect in this stage. So if you didn't get him by now, you easily can do it. And there are a lot of just rings on the level. So if you have Supersonic, it's very easy to maintain him, especially if you have a magnet shield. So, this level's a lot of fun, and the boss is one of the best. Probably my favorite in the game. I love this boss fight. Oops. There was a ring up there, but I don't think I can get up there. Nah. Yeah, that's actually right above that first ring we got. Anyway, I decided to go ahead and use Supersonic. You don't even need to raise the platforms there. Supersonic can just blaze through everything. It's kind of ridiculous. Now these tops are a new, very gimmicky functionality of the game, and I didn't really like it all that much. It's very clumsy, a little difficult to use, but it works, I guess. It serves its purpose. Some of the platforms or walls in the game cannot be passed without that top. You have to ride it into it to break some of these walls and floors. And that kind of breaks the pacing up of the game a little bit, especially if you have Supersonic and you're using him. Definitely slows down the pace. But I respect the effort. Wasn't all bad. Ah, screw this. I don't know why that happens now all the time. Anyway, here is the boss fight the mini-boss fight for Act 1. Those, the falling debris in the background can't hurt you unless it's one of those spikes. One of those spikes can cause you damage. I think there's also a flame shield and a magnet shield in the ground next, on either side of that ring box, but oh well. I want the magnet shield anyway. Now, Act 2 is not as much fun as Act 1. I didn't like it as much. It's not bad, but it wasn't as much fun as Act 1. I love Act 1. The most redeeming quality about Act 2 is the boss fight, which is the Drill Robotnik, which you'll see here. Aw, that wasn't fun. Anyway, Drill Robotnik makes a few appearances in Act 2 before the actual boss fight. He serves to kind of destroy the world around you. He causes, like you can see here, the stage to kind of collapse on itself, and later on he actually causes either the ground to rise or the rest of the ground to fall. I don't really know. And it causes you to get crushed, kind of like in the Hydrocity stage. Act 2, when the wall was coming after you. Kind of does that again here. Whoops. Yeah, Supersonic is a lot of fun to play, but his controls are so hypersensitive. Very easy to overshoot or I guess you can call it oversteering. Same concept as oversteering, anyway. So I was thinking about whether or not I should continue to actually do live commentary. I don't know. I kind of think it detracts a little bit from the actual gameplay and takes the focus off of it, and that's kind of what I wanted the focus to be. So I'm not really sure yet. I'm gonna continue trying it for this game, and we'll see. I think the next game I want to do is Mega Man X. That was probably my favorite Super Nintendo game. I loved Mega Man X, and I love Mega Man X3, but I don't have it anymore. I lent it out to a friend once, and that was the last I ever saw of it. Which is a real shame, because that game is expensive now. And anybody who's played Sonic 2 might recognize those face statues. They were a similar type of, I don't want to say creature, but a similar type of, I don't know, artifact in Sonic 2 in a level very similar to Marble Garden. The boss fight for Robotnik involved those arrows shooting into the pillars, the totems, and that gave Sonic the platform with which to fight Robotnik. So, I thought that was a pretty good throwback. Or at least a pretty interesting reimagining. Now this one cannot be reached by Knuckles by ordinary means. I'm going to jump in here now and get rid of Supersonic. Bubblegum stage, I didn't like this one. It's really only good for shields, and I guess since we're lacking a shield right now, pretty good that I got here. Let's see if I can get to the magnet shield. There's one. I don't want to hit that on the way down. Alright. And we're back. There we go. Robotnik comes out to the left, so be careful. I always get a little ambitious and try to hit him a few times and end up losing the magnet shield, or even worse, getting hit if I don't have a shield. Very good idea to, in any Sonic game really, but very good idea to always do your your rolling spin to avoid taking damage, because you're very vulnerable if you just run through the stages. They're pretty unforgiving with the placement of some of them, and you run right into them when, I don't know, not fun. I always do that too. Never learned from my mistakes. Come on. Very difficult to control Supersonic. But I guess that's why they call, that's why he needs the Chaos Emerald to do it. He's made of chaos. Anyway, this is the Drill Robotnik boss fight. We might actually kill him before he actually does anything, which would be fun. Maybe not. Anyway, this fight is fun for this particular reason. There is no ground, Tails will fly, and if you jump off of him, Tails will fly down and pick you up. So you can't die by falling in this level. And when you're playing as Tails alone, you actually have to fly underneath Robotnik. I'm going to see if I can demonstrate that here. You would have to fly under Robotnik, and I missed it. Fly under Robotnik and hit him with the top of Tails, his propeller tails, I guess that would be. Oh well, I'm just going to kill him now. I thought, when I was, first doing this, I thought it was impossible to beat this level with Tails by himself, because I couldn't think about how to hit him. Anyway, that is the end of the Marble Garden stage, and it was a lot of fun, and I love the transition from this stage to the next one. The next one is the Carnival Zone, so I will see you there.